Hi everyone, if you are finding this, hopefully there is a message here that you needed to hear. I was meditating before this and pulled a few ancestor cards, and I think we have a message here today from some of your partners in spirit, whether you know them or not, whether you know who they are or not. These two cards came out together. We have appearance and we have promise. And immediately I felt this almost like karmic connection between you and this person. And the appearance card, I read up a little bit on it. I hope it's okay. I'm like coming in hot today with just the information. I think maybe rather than like stop and restart 100 times, maybe like diving in and then kind of sprinkling all the other nonsense in might work better. We'll see. I wanted to find out who this person is because the appearance card, okay, well, this is interesting. And this is something that like has my stomach flipping a little bit because this is the visitation card. And I think you may be getting a visitation, a message, from someone in spirit soon, or you just did. Maybe you had a dream last night and you're wondering if it was quote unquote real or not. Follow your intuition on that. You know, a lot of times that is where we can be easily reached by the other side. But visitation here, ooh, she's so like cheeky in the window there. Ooh, okay, yeah, you might be getting some messages. She looks like she's in a good mood, so hey, at least it's not the Hat Man. It could be worse, right? Speaking of the Hat Man, this fella, I don't know if you know who this is or if he's related to you, but the appearance card, when I pulled it, the description said this may indicate someone in spirit who, and with this promise card that I read immediately as this like karmic bond, karmic kind of promise. The appearance card may indicate somebody that was known for their appearance, right? Like maybe your mom always wore, she, you know, wouldn't be caught dead without her pearls, or maybe like, I don't know, I could give you 100 examples, but you might know who that is just based on that alone. When I kind of dug deeper intuitively, I was seeing more of like not necessarily someone who cared about their appearance, but someone who, at least in my mind, had a very kind of vivid appearance to me, which was this sort of like cloaked figure. And it's so weird to describe. Like at first I thought maybe it was cloaked because it was, you know, different for everyone and I wasn't getting a clear message. But I think ultimately what came through was that this might be somebody more traditional, more old school, like someone with a head covering. I was getting feminine energy, but again, like traditional, old school, maybe more stoic, and also possibly had done some healing work in their lifetime that you might not even know about, or that they may have had to suppress and are only now on the other side helping guide you through that process. Whether that be these karmic ties, and I think that's what a lot of this is about, right? Like, I think when we are getting visitations, when we are hearing from spirit on the other side, especially those that we maybe weren't even that connected with in this lifetime. Ooh, my heart is like pounding. I think sometimes when that happens, it's something urging you forward. You're, you know, on the right path. You're getting encouragement from the other side, from whoever that is. Whoa, I don't know what that was. Whew, okay, well, it has been an intense day, I'll tell you that much. I hope you all are doing okay. I mean, I'm hanging on by a thread, people, okay? And, ooh, a lot of energy flowing through me. I think this visitation energy is very strong, and I have oh my God, these just, oh, I didn't even know where these came from. The deck is already back in the box, but these were under my legs. Ah, holy shit. Okay, we've got Messenger, are you kidding me? Look at it, and he's got good news. Hear ye, hear ye. No. Extra, extra, right? Messenger, are you kidding? I said that you're getting a message, a visitation. Okay, this is fucking spooky. What in the world? Okay, like this is not my endorsement. I mean, it's not my endorsement to use a Ouija board, mindfully, conscientiously. No, but I think like you'll be hearing from someone. Sorry, spooky. It's okay, it's good. It's good news. It's good news. It's not like a Scrooge visit, okay? It's exciting. And later when I get home and I reflect on this and realize, wait a minute, that probably means me too. I might have a panic attack. But for now, love this for you, okay? We're gonna find some clarity maybe on what this message could be from this loved one in spirit who really clearly wants to get in touch. This deck is like yanking at me lately. I carry it around and it's big. It's big, but I love this deck. I forget, somebody gave this to me. Who are you? Cat. Cat. Wow, thank you, Cat. Okay, that was a listener, I think, who sent that to me. Or, I mean, gave that to me at a live show. Okay, so this is kind of funny because I was sent this as a gift by my producer, Eva, and the folks at Andrews McMeel, who published my books. And so I was so excited because it's like this millennial oracle deck. Okay, let's see. And then I saw, her name's Kate with a C. I forget the handle, but I love her readings. I saw Kate, one of the readers on YouTube, using these, and I was all excited. Anyway, so the reason I am drawn to these right now, this millennial everyday oracle deck, is because I think a lot of this stuff we're going through right now, I'm just throwing myself in at this point, is pulling up younger versions of ourselves. You may be experiencing a lot of like flashbacks, a lot of dreams about or random thoughts of places you haven't thought about in a very long time, whether that be like your high school auditorium or the yogurt shop you always went to with your friends. And a lot of that has been giving me teen energy, like teenage energy, kind of angsty, teenage, like that sort of fog of heaviness that like when you look back was very painful, and you want to reach back and like give yourself a hug and say like it gets better, but it also gets harder. Does that make sense? I feel like there's a lot of like reaching back right now, reaching back to past versions of yourself. And if that's something that you're drawn to, I would encourage you to try that. If you're a visual person, I know not everyone is. A lot of times if I'm having kind of a icky feeling and I remember something from childhood, like, I don't know, my bedroom, just something kind of random that pops in my mind, I might just visualize, even at night when I can't sleep, like I'll just go in and like just really feel into it and really sit on the edge of the bed and like just pat my own back. Just imagine little you. I think there's a lot of healing that happens there, and I actually do believe like we can heal across timelines. Like that's a whole nother story. We'll get into that another day, perhaps, perchance. I don't even know how I ended up here, and I mean that on like literally every level. Okay, let's see if any millennial oracle guidance comes out. And even if you're not a millennial, like I so obviously am with my very millennial attire and lingo and attitude. Oh, trust. Number 17. Okay, I love this energy. And this is really cool because I was just debating whether or not to go to a Death Cab for Cutie concert that's coming up here in Cincinnati or in Newport. And I originally bought several tickets, and now I'm like, am I going alone? So it's a long story. I'm not going on. It'll be fine. I'll be fine. But anyway, this just like maybe is confirmation. Like, go do it. Go have fun. Just trust that life. 10-10 on the timer. Trust that life will lead you there. You may have been seeing a lot of 10s lately. That's the number of completion, and I've been noticing the number 10 a lot. And again, like I said, those like portal numbers. Okay, I'm gonna read the 17th. I just remembered, this is, listen, I almost even wore my other shirt, my other Fall Out Boy shirt. I knew this card even existed, I just didn't put it together. Picture it. This is the trust card. You're at a Fall Out Boy concert. Are you kidding me? You're at a Fall Out Boy concert in your Converse sneakers and fake glasses. The bass is so loud, even your leg hairs vibrate. You're drenched in sweat that's not yours, losing your voice to sugar, we're going down. On a dare, you fling yourself into the crowd. Maybe you have an Aries friend like I do who flings you into the crowd and you're spiteful but better for it. You're flying. The people go wild as you spread your arms out wide and are propelled butt cheek by butt cheek into the smoky abyss. Wow, that is profound. Now here's the vibe. It says, if there's one thing our teen selves learned from the days of crowd surfing, it was trust. This card pops up when we need the reassurance that everything is going to work out exactly how it should, or really that everything is going to work out, period. It can feel so unsettling when you don't know what is going to happen. That is my literal nightmare, and I feel like I'm living it every day, that limbo stage. Or if a relationship is going to survive a rupture, or if you're ever going to feel happy and fulfilled. The medicine here is to give your mind a rest. The universe is working her magic, albeit not always gently. I can say that again. And you got to keep the faith that you'll make it to the other side of the mosh pit in one piece. A Fall Out Boy card. That's, as far as I know, the only Fall Out Boy card in the entire deck. And it was also the one that I pulled, that Eva pulled the day we first discovered it. Wow, that just, what if I was wearing my Fall Out Boy? Okay, it's so weird because I actually picked up my Fall Out Boy shirt to wear today. And I thought, is it weird to wear two Fall Out Boy shirts in a row? And then I thought, no, fuck it, I'll wear it. And then I picked it up and I realized, classic, I'd gotten incense all over it from like an incense burner that I'd accidentally like, I don't know, tipped. And I'd gotten incense all over the shirt and I was like, damn it, so I have to wash it anyway. But if you want the lyric, it was, the best of us can find happiness in misery. And then I was also like, okay, that's a little much, a little heavy-handed. So I wore a different shirt with the sleeves cut off. Although I did buy this one this way. Speaking of, shout out to Roebling Coffee in Newport. They're wonderful. They're going through a lot. It's just like we're all having a fucking, am I allowed to swear on here? On where? Where am I? I don't know. Anyway, trust, okay? That's the thing. Where am I? I don't know. 1331. Pick your heart every time. Pick yourself every time. If you're in a moment and you're like, I don't know what to do or say, I'm frozen, pick your heart and go with that, okay? Just try that. I also have been really called to this crystal deck lately, which it's really beautiful, but I'm not, here, Crystal Struck Tarot. And I set out here intentionally here, a Sunstone mushroom. This is a tiger's eye pyramid. This is a Trolleite. I love this guy. I got him recently. And he just gives me like really good like blue cheese vibes, I guess. Here, let's see. And I just knew he would fit right in. I don't know, I love him. He's like either cotton candy or like, I don't know, I like to think of him as a blue cheese. But also this garnet here. And my little obsidian mirror. So anyway, I have my little crystals set out. Let me know if any of them speak to you. The Six of Cups. Okay, now think, oh my. Okay, now let me get my someday I'll be able to say, let me get my readers, so it'll give me like a nice little moment that I need to vamp. And it'll be a whole show of me putting on my readers. Yeah, I thought that I was maybe misreading this because I thought, certainly that can't be right. That's why sometimes this deck throws me. I'm very visual, and so when I don't see an image that's besides just the crystals, I have to double check. Six of Cups. Folks, look up the imagery on the Six of Cups I'll show you some other ones because, of course, again, I don't have my freaking tarot cards. I do not know where they are. Six of Cups, the crystal on this one is Tangerine quartz. Wow, the Six of Cups is all about nostalgia, inner child, childhood, healing, memories. Whoa, it depicts two children, and they're kind of, it's sort of like that childhood innocence. Man, wow, okay. Yeah, we're doing it, folks. We're digging in, aren't we? We're digging in. I feel that really intensely here, okay? And that's why I think you gotta trust, because we're digging deep. We're digging deep. And sometimes the ego or whatever it is jumps in to say, well, but wait, how do we know? What if we're crazy and we're making it all up and it's just, and like that's part of the human experience, okay? It's normal, but I also want you to know that you can have those moments, but just know deep down, you can trust yourself, okay? You'll get to the other side. Oh my goodness. The lovers. This one's beautiful. And of course we've got rose quartz for the lovers. I like that it's two moons, two crescent moons. I've been seeing a lot of crescent moon imagery. Rose quartz. I've been in a lot of very defensive, that might be the message here as well. Okay. Whew, okay, I needed to, I think, hear that, let that one settle into my bones. You have done the hard work. You've passed the test, right? I know people say like, you don't have anything to worry about. You're allowed to soften now. And I say that because I have been so drawn in the past, like you can probably go back and look, like I was putting obsidian, go back and look, there's like 2 videos. I was putting like obsidian around me, excuse me, goodness. I was carrying black tourmaline around like as protection. I just felt like I'm even wearing an evil eye necklace. Like I've just felt very in need of like boundaries. And so I even journaled this morning, like I wonder if this reading today will be about boundaries, but I was like, it just doesn't feel, it's more inner child. And now I'm realizing it's like, you've set the boundaries, you're safe now, you can trust yourself to hold the boundaries. Let go of the piece of you that's not trusting yourself to hold the boundaries. Tell little you, it's okay, I'm here to hold the boundaries, you're good now. Go play outside, go catch a lightning bug, okay? Go catch a firefly. And then you also go catch a firefly. Put pants on first. I don't know why I said that. It just felt like someone needed to hear that. Or don't. Like, I mean, I don't know. You do you. I'm barely wearing pants right now. They're just like biker shorts, but I won't subject you to that. Wow, I think there's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff you've had to say to hold your own lately. A lot of planting your feet firmly on the ground, holding your space, like very that wounded warrior energy, right? But also like 7 of Wands, like defending your boundaries, defending yourself. And that was needed, right? That part of you was needed because something was being activated and needed your intervention. But now you can soften. You can put down the big stick. And to go back to my crystal thing, today I was really drawn to like this Sunstone, which is a very optimistic crystal, and like something just feels a bit lighter, but there's this like hesitation of like, can I even trust that? I think you can trust that. I'm gonna pull, I like this deck too, Woodland Wardens. These are all, no they're not all Oracle decks. Of course we have our Crystal Tarot, but yeah, the imagery is so beautiful on this one too. This is Woodland Wardens. I of course lost the guidebook for this one too, so just get used to it. But I think that even the imagery, ooh. Okay, we've got number 3, 2121. The hair and oak. I was just sitting under an oak tree and just thinking like, what is up with oak trees? They're just like, I don't know, so wise. I think my family is gonna call someone on me. Okay, this card, new opportunities, right? It's growth, acorns, seeds that maybe you planted a long time ago, maybe in childhood, right? Things that like have felt, and I think a lot of this happened in the background. I always describe it as like this sort of scaffolding that some people, like, at least this is how I operate a lot of times, is I'll build this scaffolding without even realizing it until one day I'm almost like consciously ready to step onto the scaffolding into a new timeline. 2222 on the a new timeline is whatever language you want to speak. You know, I'm not like big on like, I mean, I like to say it, but I think more so it's like this, you've like elevated to a new understanding, a new version of yourself. Anyway, the scaffolding. And so new opportunity, I think you've built the scaffolding, these acorns that we've planted, they're going to come now. We also have Page of Wands here, which is exciting. Okay, we've got like fresh, active energy, things coming in. Chrysoprase, I mean, I don't know how to say this crystal name, but it's a beauty. But yeah, look at this, just like, it almost feels like divine, a gift from the divine, a new path, a new venture. Things are exciting again, all of a sudden. It feels like a never-ending dark night of the soul, doesn't it? The Hawk and Thistle also came out, kind of stuck to that. Oh my gosh, you guys are lucky I took Latin class. I can actually read Roman numerals if I got my readers, just kidding. Okay, the number here, I knew it was relevant. 44, that's one of my favorite numbers. The Hawk and Thistle, and I love the Thistle as well. It's so, that's, you know, and that reminds me of my very traditional grandmother who in life was not close with me at all and was very, there's two energies I'm thinking of, my great-grandmother and grandmother, but very similar energies of like not being able to kind of express what needed to be expressed, and sort of like that coming through now as like generational patterns. Okay, we've got the Hawk and Thistle. Just thistle in general, I find to be a really beautiful symbol as well. It's so, 24 on the timer. It's so hardy, and it's so useful and beautiful, and it just has, anyway, pretend I'm a guidebook, okay? And then the Hawk, which, the hawk I've been seeing, if you've been seeing birds of prey a lot, I find that to be a really powerful sign from Spirit. I think graceful persistence, it says here as well, and seeing things from a higher point of view. Or, you know, when you're really down and you're in it and you're like, what the heck, you know, just giving yourself a moment of grace and going, I know there's a bigger picture here, and I'm human, I'm allowed to feel like, ugh, crap. And you don't have to make yourself feel hopeful or better or like affirm yourself in that moment, but just like a part of you maybe step back and say, at least I know this is temporary. At least I know I have planted acorns. I'm building scaffolding, whether I can see it or not. You know, time doesn't necessarily work on our clock, and by necessarily I mean like ever. Okay, well, this one like really hit me in the heart today. I almost feel like I'm like dissociated. I don't know if I'm like channeling or what, but I've felt a lot of your energy since putting these out there and interacting with some of you. So thank you for that. Thank you for interacting. And if you have thoughts or questions or ideas, let me know. If you want to engage more, I feel like I really do actually, and I don't know if it's like weird to say, but I feel like when people are like, even just like, you don't have to say anything specific, but just like engaging with it, it feels like, oh, I'm connecting with you. So hope you enjoyed, and if not, sorry. Okay, love you all so much.